So, hello and welcome to the third round of the 2v2 tourney. We are following the B8 clan again, and this time they are going up against my clan, the SFO, Subcom Special Forces clan, with Mephi and Embers. And I have no idea if Embers is actually German, but Mephi is German for sure. And we got Mephi on the beach against Tokyto on the rock. This time Tokyto as Aeon. I think Tokyto was the Cybran guy last time, and Ithilis was the Aeon guy. So we got again Aeon and Cybran, but with switched roles. And it's Seraphim, okay. And Seraphim and UEF. And I think UEF is pretty optimistic again on that map. Like, I'm a huge fan of UEF, but normally I think that UEF is a poor choice, unfortunately. -2 mass, what the heck? Yeah, never mind, I guess. So, and the map is of course Seaton's Clutch. I don't have to describe anything, I think, because TA doing so much Seaton's cast recently and explaining all the deep stuff of Seaton's, and I personally don't have any clue about Seaton's, despite that there is a lot of mass in the middle. And also I don't really think that the 4v4 tactics apply on 2v2. I'd like to see a drop, like if the other team could drop here, or basically could drop anything on that side and build some factories. That could be catastrophic. Okay, and that's why I love the B8 clan. So we got already a transport out, and it's probably be filled with units from Ithilis, so built by Tokyto, filled by Ithilis. Oh, that's awesome. That's how I like it. So transport was given. Yeah, Tokyto complains about Ithilis not being fast enough. And now the question is if Embers can spot it with his scout. So I hope the transport doesn't choose direct path. And it should go right now. It shouldn't wait for any more engineers. It should go now. Now. Oh my god. Go, go, go. And it takes... Oh, it goes for reclaim. Oh, why? No. No, don't do that. Fuck the reclaim. Just go for the base. It's gonna get spotted, and it's... See if an intercept. Oh, nah. So it was such a good idea, but poor execution. Like, I'm not so sure if Embers actually saw it. I don't think he really saw it. It was on the very edge of the range, I assume. So it already dropped. Okay, what are Embers interceptors doing? So there's a scout here, there are Selines here. The question is how fast does the factory get finished? And does Ithilis have the mass? Yeah, he does have the mass and the energy. So this will really be a race. It will be a race between Selines and build powers and the scout. Well, scouts don't do damage, you know, but... And he's going for anti-air first. No. Bomber going in. Okay, maybe the anti-air wasn't that bad, but he really has to go for a tank, because otherwise... Actually, I think he should have gone for the static anti-air and just for tanks with the factory. And that bomber gonna not drop. Oh, the bomber didn't drop. So second bomber coming in. This time it's a UAF bomber, so it isn't that bad actually. It will at best kill a single engineer if it will... Oh, okay, there was another Seraphim bomber also. Can they hold that position? I don't think it was a very good idea to drop all engines there. Like, I might be wrong, maybe the mass is worth that, but... I think they should have expected the early air then from the bottom side team that would go for the mid expansion. If they would have dropped in the back here and just made a secret base, I think that would have been lots more effective, and Ithilis could have just gone with his commander here, or they could have sent engineer, like, or a late drop. There's enough mass in the middle. It's not like you can reclaim all that instantly. See, engineer drop here now. It would be nice if Ithilis does go on pushing with his units here and kill these engineers before they can build factories, but of course commander also building factory. So in the long term topside team will lose this expansion. Let's see how much Ithilis actually reclaimed, and it was only 1,700, and that's not that much actually. Also, I hate them for picking these colors, like they are basically indistinguishable. Also, Tokyo huge problems because he went for that early transport. Can't really keep up in economy. Plus, he will lose the rock here, the island or whatever the Setons veterans call it. And then Tokyo needs energy. I see. Is it a commander upgrade? Or is it just it's Tech 2 air? So another play, I guess. Question is what they are going to do. Are they probably going for Ithilis commander upgrade and then Tech 2 drop? That would be very nice also. Okay, but by now, I mean, Ithilis got quite a lot of reclaim now, obviously. He has to take care that his interceptors don't get killed here. There are some units, but probably not enough to take that expansion, especially not since there is by now a PD. Turkey can't really lose to all his mass. Let's have a look how good they are on the expansions. Like, that's very important on that map, I assume. We have 10 mass extractors for Tokyo. On the upper side, we got already 22 mass extractors for my clan mate Mephi, so he's a lot better at expanding at the moment. That engineer has a bit of a fail build order. I hope he doesn't miss the two mass extractors here. And we don't see... we see Tech 2 Navy here. Although... well, of course, I don't really know. Like I said, I don't really play Setons a lot, so I don't know how much damage you can actually deal with Tech 2 Navy here. Or how big... Actually, it seems like the elevation isn't that big, so I assume you can kill the whole base. What is shooting? I'm hearing the shooting sound, but I'm not seeing anything shooting. Strange. Oh, there was a drop here. So this drop comes too late, I guess. But nice idea. Factory not getting finished. Lots of units in the middle now, but most of the stuff reclaimed. He should really reclaim the rest of it with all his engineers, simply to prevent Embers from getting it, even if he cannot use it. Tokyo is still lacking energy. Okay, both lacking energy by now. That is a mercy, and they don't see that. How much fuel does that have? So it probably does have enough. Oh, they want to kill Embers. It's not a bad idea, but I think it's an unnecessary idea. It's dangerous, and by now they could just focus on the Tech 2 Navy, and with the Tech 2 Navy they could cause huge problems for Embers. And that mercy was spotted. Oh, not, how to say if it was spotted. Nice expansion down here. So Mephi is going for a very, very forward base with torpedo launchers. I've not seen that ever. I've not seen that ever. I have never seen that. That's very nice. And also UAF bombers coming in, so that Tech 2 factory won't do anything. That's nice. I didn't see that drop, but it's really nice. Like, maybe that would be an option for real Setons games too, but I assume if Galactic Fear would watch this, he would just yell at me, no, you can't do that in a real Setons game, that only works because it's a noobs. But it's a nice tactic and it works. Some bombers from Embers also coming in. Let's have a look back to Embers. He's upgrading Tech 2 land, so he sees he can't really go for Navy by now. And Tech 2 land, while not the best thing against Tech 2 Navy, I think it can at least hold a bit against Tech 2 Navy, but maybe, I mean, it's just a sub here, so he probably should have tried to just ground fire that sub with a bomber, or reclaim it with an engineer, or build a torpedo launcher, because Seraphim engineers obviously float and cannot be attacked by submarines, even though the sub could unsub, unemerge, dive up, whatever it's called in English, and kill the engineer. All submarines obviously do have surface cannons, despite the Aeon one. And we got four Mercies now. For some reason he started building torpedo bombers, because well, I think it's really too late for torpedo bombers. He just saved the energy and so on for Mercies, for his Mercy snipe, and don't care too much about those frigates. His navy is lost, and until there's Tech 2 navy from Mephi, which will be there soon, there's not really much he has to worry about. Despite this is maybe a maneuver to get away the interceptors from the middle, but I don't think it is. Oh, don't fly above the AA. What are you doing? Oh wait, that's friendly AA. It's hard for me to distinguish that colors. I'm not so good with colors. And also it's 2,500 damage from Mercy, that means it's 10,000. Oh lord. Okay, let's slow that right down. We know what happened, or some of us might know what happened in the Clan Leech. Ithilis basically insta-control-K'd his mobile bombs before Lucian could even remotely react. And if he can do that again now with Embers, that would be completely awesome. The question is if that transport can actually land directly next to Embers, and Embers is going into the water. Oh, that will be close. I think he's safe if he reacts. The question is if he reacts. Does he react? I think that was failed. He just landed. Is there interceptors coming? No, there's no interceptors coming. There's a Tech 2 flag, but not so much. It's too far away. Embers, you need to react. You need to react. If you go into the water now, you're probably safe. I don't know how much range it has, but Embers. Oh no, he's going back onto land. He's going back onto land. Why doesn't he see that? He has to see it. There is no way he reclaims that and doesn't see the freaking mobile bombs. Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, he's getting back into the water. The Ithilis has to control K, and he doesn't. And now it's too far away. That was so close, but really, Ithilis should have seen that he's close to the water. Yeah, and that wasn't enough. And the question is, can the Mercies reach him? And I don't think they can. Oh, I don't know if that's enough. I don't think so. No, it's one not enough. 1 2 less. And this failed snipe attempt, I think we can speed back up how. This failed snipe attempt will probably end the game for my beloved B8 clan. They should have focused on one thing. They should have focused on the Tech 2 Navy, on the snipe, or on the mobile bomb snipe, but not about everything at the same time. That was a complete fail. Like, they didn't use the Tech 2 Navy at all so far. And Mephi really pulling away now in terms of points, in terms of economy. If Mephi goes for Tech 2 cruisers, which he doesn't do so far, but is probably going to do soon, then that will be the end of the front base, and that's nothing you can come back from. And also Tech 2 Navy from UAF isn't really counterable by Tech 2 bombers and Tech 2 torpedo bombers because the shield boats. And Embers is safe. I don't really know what to say about that. I mean, the secret base here, that should have been spotted by me, actually. I should have spotted it because I'm a fucking observer. But also, Ithilis, doesn't he see it with his... Yeah, well, he does see it with his Tech 2 max. I don't know why he's not reacting. Again, whenever I'm mean to somebody, always remember that I'm just talking and talking and talking, and my intention is not to piss off anybody. My intention is to piss off everybody, and it's not like I want to bully anyone. I just sometimes have a bit odd sense of humor and a bit odd way of talking, not only in videos but also like in real life, which got me into some problems already sometimes. And huge push in the middle now, secret base from Mephi, not so secret base but still secret base from Mephi, cleaning up everywhere. So we got basically full win on all sides now for the bottom side team, for my clanmates. Actually, they are my clanmates. I should be for them. I don't know why I still, but I'm still favoring for the B8 clan. That I think that shows how much I hope that I see some innovative tactics from the B8 clan. Which, I mean, we saw some interesting stuff now again, but I think it was pretty poor decision making, and it already was pretty poor decision making in the last game. Probably Mephi should go for a shield bow just to protect Embers, so that there are not some stupid torpedo bombers coming in and killing Embers. Not so sure how good the radar coverage is around there. It's pretty good, I assume. I really have to get some water after this game. My voice is dying. So yeah, well, that's the end of this game. Gonna speed that up. So, what does it mean for the overall standings? Like, I have to have a look at the current standings. I'm casting this more or less live, like with 1 round delay, I think. So this is round 2, and the teams that are basically still in for the win, that could actually win, is obviously Fluffy Flower, aka Blackheart. Ithilis now lost their first game. System Failure team already lost 2. Nombringer also already lost, and the other teams are relatively bad. They all also lost the game already. I might just care, spoiler, if you didn't already watch the other games. So this is round 3. We got Mr. Smith winning against Blood Ear and Fluffy Flower winning against Jolly. And that means Fluffy Flower and Mr. Smith are the only ones that didn't lose a game so far, which means they will play against each other next round, and I think that will be the deciding round for who wins the tourney. So the next game we will look at is Mr. Smith and Fluffy Flower, and maybe we'll have a look at the game that will probably make for the 3rd place then. Yeah, so everything just gets overrun. I think I can just go with to +10. I really want to see the Mr. Smith versus Blackheart versus Crazy Chariot versus Zeta O game now. We got some Tech 2 Destroyer. So what could have B8 done? B8 could have really gone... I have to turn down the volume. I hope it's not that loud in the stream. I don't think so. Not in the stream, in the live recording, you know. They should have focused on one tactic, like either the early drop and then Tech 2 Navy or the snipe, but altogether it was just too much ideas, like, is that a SAR? Ah, lol. Yeah, that SAR is never gonna get finished. Just for the loads, I guess. Actually, that's quite a lot of bit speed. He has something in storage, but the problem is that there are Tech 1 units coming now, and they will kill the SAR on the ground. Tokyto talking to Ithilis in a foreign language. Maybe you can translate that in the comments if it's readable, I don't know. But Tokyto getting killed now by the Tech 2 bombers. Oh, come on, don't run for the water. Not gonna have anyways. Where is Ithilis? Ithilis lost just about everything is also hiding in the water. Mephi said they never played Sedans. Well, yes, because otherwise this would not have happened, which is awesome that it happened, but I think no sane Sedan player would have ever tried that. I know, I don't know if I'm false with the Sedans players, because I always say that Sedans players play so static because the meta is so developed on Sedans. Nope, that's not going to work with tactical missiles here. Too deep water. But that's really my feeling, that when Sedans players play Sedans, it's always the same. Like sometimes there's this and sometimes there's this, but ultimately it boils down to the same tactic all the time. So Tokyto is gonna die from Tech 1 engineer spam, aka Tech 1 torpedo launcher spam. Tech 1 torpedo launcher really the game winners on this side for Mephi, I assume. Yeah, come on, go die. Die. No, oh. I'm starting to hate you. Don't hide in the corner like a coward. Die. Yep. And where the hell is Ithilis? Just in the middle of nowhere. Skype message. I don't like people that I don't like it if people do that, like hiding in the middle of nowhere in the water. I can't speed up more. He should just control K, I guess. Well, Toki, it's not like that you fucked up Navy. You focused on Tech 2 Air, which was okay, but you should have known that you need another Mercy for killing a Tech 1 commander. Like, the damage of Tech 1 Mercies is really something you can remember, or should remember. We see the non-existing power of Tech 2 torpedo bombers from Seraphim. Yeah, actually it's just too much, and it's also Tech 2 bombers. And Ithilis control case. Nice sniper attempts, in fact, but failure sniper attempts. Like, good ideas, again good ideas, but bad execution. And I don't want to say that Ithilis and Tokyto lack the personal skill to actually win, while they do have good team play and good ideas. But I think they do. So, well played B8. I always like to see your games. You're one of the most innovative 2v2 players. Which is partly because no other team really has team tactics, but when you play you always have team tactics, and that's why I like to watch your games. But you're out to fight for the actual victory. The actual victory will be made between Mr. Smith and Crazy Chariot, who I think so far had pretty easy games. Against Bloody it wasn't so easy maybe, but Crazy Chariot and Mr. Smith. So I will not cast now any games from the earlier rounds with Mr. Smith, because I kinda assume they were boring games or pretty one-sided games. I will just go for the Mr. Smith versus Fluffy Flower game now, which I think happened.